So I remember sitting with my brothers and watching
Yeah.
Land of the Lost
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was a kid in our PJs and being like, yeah,
Of course.
this is awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
What excited you about taking on this project? Was it those memories? Or?
It was definitely those memories. I had the same love for the show, and it was, but it was also more the opportunity of kind of doing this type of film, which I hadn't done before, more the action adventure film, and yet adding our kind of weird sense of humor to something like that, and that's what really was appealing, that and something that could more than likely have more of an international appeal, and so we just kind of got excited about bringing that to life.
Definitely. And this isn't an exact. It's more of a tribute to the series.
Yeah, yeah, because it's tough. You couldn't, it's tough to take an entire series and figure out what storyline you're going to pick or what episode you'd focus on. So we had to really kind of create our own story in a way, while we paid homage to, the Slee Stacks and Chaka and like the crystals and the weird vibe of the whole series. We should kind of, that's the kind of essence you get. But if you have no idea that Land of the Lost was a TV show, it doesn't matter. You'll still enjoy the movie. It works on its own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Now, with any movie that you're in, you can assume that there's a lot of improv going on. What would you say are the key elements of a quality improv?
It's not, I probably shouldn't admit this, but it's not that hard, in the sense of, like, you just make sure that you work out in your day or your schedule that you're gonna take the script and throw it away, or it just depends. Like, sometimes you'll be working on a scene and there'll be just a little element that you'll kind of go off on a tangent, and director will be like, keep doing that, that was great, let's do that again. And other times you'll literally throw the scene away and, like, let's just do something that is totally opposite, and sometimes it doesn't work, and other times it's great. But you can't be afraid of the times where it just tanks, because you don't have to use it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen sometimes.
Yeah. But it's really, the whole key is to not be afraid to even try it. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, you've introduced audiences to some amazing, outrageous, fun characters. How long do you usually sit with those characters before introducing them?
It just depends. Sometimes you're kind of working on something a long time because you have a lot of rehearsal, and I know, like, for a movie like Blades of Glory, like, I had to practice ice skating for so long that you really got to kind of live with that character for a long time. Other times you're thrust into something and you kind of have to think on your feet. But for the most part, and then there's other movies where you don't really know what you're doing until like a month in, and you're like, oh, I found it now. But yeah, it's kind of a varied combination of how you kind of land on someone. But hopefully it's already in the writing, which Rick Marshall, a lot of it was already in the script, which is such a gift when it's already there.
Now, we're starting to cover a lot of these big, fun movies coming out, which obviously means summer's
Right.
right here. What do you love about summer? What are some of your favorite memories?
So obviously some of my, as a kid, like, summer was when you got to see movies like all the Star Wars movies, and, Indiana Jones, and these big kind of fun blockbusters that, and summer, like, almost every weekend, there's going to be something amazing, or at least something you want to at least take a look at, which is also the hard part. You're like, oh, gosh, hope we survive.